Namaste. Thank you for joining me on your mats this morning. Today, we're going to start off in a nice, easy standing pose. Your feet, ankles and hips are in line. Your shoulders are rolled up, back, then down. You can do this just a few times. Engage your quads, you'll feel your kneecaps raise. Hugging your belly just a bit. So you've got a nice neutral spine. And just feel yourself grounding down into the earth. Connecting with Mother Earth. At any time, I invite you to close your eyes. And just settle in. Bringing all your attention inwards. Making a sacred space for yourself on your mat. Just allowing all your thoughts to calm. Observing, noticing any sensations within your body. A few deep breaths here. Just settle in. Knowing there'll be plenty of time throughout the rest of the day to take care of anything else that needs to be done. Just in allowing yourself the space and time. On your inhale, let's inhale, arms up. Lengthen through your torso, relax your shoulders. Fingertips are reaching towards the ceiling. And exhale, open up wide. Inhale. And exhale. At your own time, just beginning to bring a little bit of movement. Just allowing your body to flow where it would like to go. On our next inhale, draw your hands above Urdhva Hastasana, upward salute, relaxing your shoulders. Allow your left hand to roll down your left leg as you bring your right hand overhead, crescent moon, gazing in front of you, reaching your left fingertips towards your left ankle and your right fingertips towards the wall. Opening up your side body, top shoulders slightly rolled back. If you wish, you can even allow your left ear to come towards your left shoulder. And return to center. Taking crescent moon to the opposite side. Right hand goes down your right leg as your left hand reaches to the wall. Gentle breaths. Slow, beautiful movements. Returning to center once more each side. Left arm down, left leg. Right arm reaching for the opposite wall. Allow your ear to come towards your shoulder if that feels good for you. Returning to center. Last time to the right side. Maybe releasing your neck. Breathe into your side body and return to center. Taking our arms, cross them over your chest. Take hold of your left earlobe with your right hand, thumb is towards the outside, and take hold of your right earlobe with your left hand, thumb is towards the front of the room. On your inhale, inhale down into a squat, pushing or rolling your hips backwards. Inhale back to center. I should say exhale back upright. Inhale, deep breath into your squat, slide your hips back. And exhale to center. Let's start speeding that up. We're going to do 15 in total. Inhale into a squat. Exhale to standing. Inhale. Inhale for 4. Exhale up. Inhale into your squat. Reach those hips backwards. Exhale back up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, going further down each time. Exhale, coming back up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 4 more to go. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale your arms out. Hands come down to heart center. Step it out. Find your goddess. Nice and low. Deep breaths going as low as we can. And inhale back into your star. Taking your arms behind your back, interlace your fingers, roll your shoulders back and down, drawing your arms away from you. Let's begin to open up our chest. Hinging from the hips, hinge all the way forward, allowing the weight of your head to hang heavy, releasing your neck, allowing your arms to gently become further and further overhead. Deep breaths. And release. Bring your hands to the mat. Walk your hands around, framing your front foot, preparing for low crescent lunge. Lower your back knee to the mat, leaning into your hips. On the inhale, inhale your hands towards the ceiling. Elongate on your inhales. Open your chest on the exhales. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Last time, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Bring your hands to the mat. Curl your back toes. Finding a high crescent lunge. Inhale your hands off the mat. Lengthen through your back legs, squaring your hips, drawing everything towards midline. Release your far arm to the inside of your foot as your gaze follows your hand towards the ceiling. Keep on straightening through that back leg. Revolving our twist, we bring our hand closest to me to the mat, inhaling your opposite hand towards the ceiling. Deep breaths. And inhale back up to center. Bring our hands into prayer. Take your elbow closest to me, to the outside of your thigh. Finding a prayer twist. Lengthen through your back leg. Find your breath, find your steadiness. And then inhale up into a twist. And release. Frame your front foot. Walk your hands around. Wide angle forward fold. Allow your head to hang heavy. Breathing into all the sensations you're feeling. And we're going to take it to the opposite side. So walk your hands around to the opposite side. Frame your front foot. Preparing for low crescent lunge. Back knee and top of your back foot comes to the mat. And inhale up. Low crescent lunge. Find your length. Exhale, open your chest. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Twice more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open. Last time. Lengthen. And open. Framing your front foot. Curl your back toes, preparing for high crescent lunge. Lengthen through your back leg. Once you have your balance, inhale, high crescent lunge. Squaring your hips, drawing everything towards midline. Bring your hand furthest from me into the inside of your foot. Reaching, lengthen through your torso. And release. Back hand comes towards the mat. And we reach our opposite hand up towards the ceiling. Inhaling back into a high crescent lunge. Bring your hands into prayer, elbow to outside of your thigh, finding your prayer twist. Lengthen through your back leg. That's where our balance is. And when you're ready, open your arms, finding your twist. Bring your hands back down, frame your front foot, and walk your hands back, wide angle, forward fold. Just allowing your head to come closer and closer to the mat. It's fine if there's a bend in your knee. Just breathe. Bring our hands to our hips. Lengthen through your back. Inhaling all the way upright. Just allowing all that energy to flow back down. Finding your breath. Bring our hands into prayer. Lunge towards the side as we're beginning to open up the inner seam of our leg. Push down into the outer edge of your foot and take it to the opposite side. Beautiful, gentle movements. Just allowing. And last time to the side. Inhaling back up. Pivot your foot so we find warrior two. Coming into warrior two. Nice, strong warrior two. Front knee and ankle are in a straight line. We're pushing through the edge of our back foot. Turning our front palm up. Find your reversal, peaceful warrior. Reaching through your fingertips to a wall behind you. And cartwheel over, extended side angle. Reaching your fingertips. Bring your palm to the mat. Gaze follows your hand towards the ceiling. And let's revolve our twist. Straighten your front leg. Revolve triangle. And release. Walk your hands around, bringing warrior two to the opposite side. Check your alignment, knee and ankle in a straight line. Turn your front palm up, finding your reversal, peaceful warrior. Find that length through your side body. Cartwheel your arms around, extended side angle, reaching through your fingertips. Bring your palm to the mat, our gaze follows our hand to the ceiling. Pressing from the edge of that back foot, finding the length. Shoulders are stacked. Revolve your twist, front palm comes to the mat as our gaze follows our fingertips to the ceiling. Staying in a revolve twist, straighten your front leg. Revolve triangle. And release. Walk your hands back to center. Wide angle forward fold. Bring our hands to our hips. Inhale all the way back. Allow that energy to return all the way down your body. Pivoting our foot, find your warrior two. Getting nice and deep into our lunge, as deep as we can go. Reverse warrior, reach. Extended side angle. Breathing into it, finding our length. Palm comes to the inside of our foot. We're preparing for the bind. Top hand drapes behind our back. Bottom hand reaches between our legs. Pushing from the edge of our back foot, we lengthen, rolling our top shoulder back, gazing towards the ceiling. And inhale back into your warrior two. From our warrior two, we're going to come into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Backhand comes to your hip. Bottom front hand comes either to in front of your foot or to a block. Start drawing your back leg in, and when you're ready, inhale your leg up. Straighten your front leg, maybe tuck your bottom hip in, roll your top shoulder back. If you wish, let your gaze follow your hand to the ceiling, finding your half moon. Bring your hands to the mat, pivot to face the side wall, finding your standing splits. Option to take one or both hands behind your leg. Deep breaths. Releasing both hands to the mat, we square our hips, preparing for warrior three. When you're ready, if you wish, hands can either come to a block or you can bring them all the way up, finding warrior three. And release. Walk your hands back to center. Wide angle forward fold. Allow your hips to open gently. Bring our hands to our hips. Lengthen through your spine as you inhale all the way back up to center. Taking warrior two to the opposite side. Find your warrior two. Get nice and deep into your lunge. Turning your front palm up, reverse or peaceful warrior, reaching through your fingertips. Cartwheel your hands around, extended side angle. Bringing your palm to the mat, we prepare for our bind. Top arm drapes behind your back, bottom hand reaches between your legs. Push through your back foot, finding your length, rolling your top shoulder back, gazing up at the ceiling. And inhale back into your warrior two. Finding your warrior two, preparing to come into Ardha Chandrasana, or half moon. Back hand comes to your hip, front hand comes to a block or to the mat. Begin to draw your back leg in, lifting it, tucking your bottom hip in, rolling your top shoulder back. Maybe you'd like to stay as you are, or inhale that hand up. You decide. Bringing both hands to the mat, we pivot, standing splits. Option to take either one or both hands behind your leg. Preparing for warrior three. Reach through the heel of that foot, square your hips, and only if you wish, take your hands off the mat. Find your warrior three. And release. Back into your star. Bring your hands to center. Come back into your side lunge. Lunge to the opposite side. Once more each side. And now we're going to come down all the way into Skandasana. Always the option to have your hands on the mat. Flex your foot. Coming down as low as you can, only to your own level of comfort. And take Skandasana to the opposite side. Deep breaths. And release. Both hands come to the mat. Wide angle forward fold. Each time, notice how your head gets closer and closer to the mat. Hands are under your shoulders. And then begin to tiptoe your feet out, only to your point of comfort, going as low as you can. And when you feel ready, tiptoe back all the way back in. Bring your feet all the way towards one another. Inhale into a half lift, nice tabletop back. Exhale, Uttanasana. Big, big bend in your knees if that feels good. Sliding your hands slightly back, sliding your hips back. Find the length through your torso. Inhaling up into chair. Uttanasana. Bring our hands into prayer, toes stand. Finding your breath, finding your balance. Shoulders are relaxed, rolling down your back. Just find your drishti, your focal point. Noticing all these sensations, just observing and breathing our way through it. Deep, deep, deep breaths. Just notice. This is where we learn to take yoga off the mat. We feel these feelings and we know we can breathe our way through them. And come down all the way, bringing your heels and bottom to connect. Finding your toes squat. Bring your palms or fingertips to the mat. Come onto your knees. Using your hands or blocks if you have them, gently raise your knees, stretching out the tops of our feet. Deep breaths. And release. Curl your back toes and find your toes squat. And when you feel ready, inhale all the way back up. Slide your hips back, finding your chair. Lengthening through our spine, shoulders are relaxed. When you feel ready, bring your hands into prayer and come up onto your toes. Relaxing your shoulders, finding your drishti. Just breathe. Just notice all those sensations. When you're ready, bottom comes to your heels and knees come to the mat. Tops of your feet are to the mat. Fingertips and raise your knees, opening up the fronts of your feet. Deep breaths here. And release. This time we're going to come up all the way onto our knees. Take your left leg out to the side. Inhaling your arms up. Preparing for Parigasana or gate pose. Allow your left arm, palm up to rest upon your left thigh. And take your right arm up and over. Breathing into your side body. Deep breaths. And flow it over all the way to the opposite wall. Inhale, back into gate. And exhale, float over. Twice more. Inhale. And exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Take your bottom foot and find your side plank. You can always have this knee on the mat if that feels better for you. On the inhale, take your arm overhead, lifting your hips. On the exhale, return to center. Inhale. And exhale. Twice more. Inhale, lifting your hips as much as you can. And release. Last time. Inhale. And release. Returning your hand to center. Scoop it under your side body. Reaching for the wall behind you. And return to center. And scoop. And center twice more. Scoop. And center. Final time. Scoop. And center. Bring your hand to your hip. Lower your bottom knee if it's not already lowered. Still continue to work on our side body. Raise your leg only to hip height. We're going to lower almost to the ground. Lift back to hip height. Lower and lift. Lower, 3. Lower, 4. Lower, 5. Lower, 6. Lower, 7. Lower, and 8. Draw your knee back in. Return to center, coming up on both knees. Taking it all to the opposite side. Our right leg goes to the side. Right palm rests face up on your right leg. Inhaling your left arm up. Let's prepare for gate, Parigasana. Take it up and over, reaching through your fingertips. And release. And inhale, using your side body, the strength of your side body, your obliques, to take you up and over. Exhale, release. Twice more. Inhale all the way over. And release. Last time. Inhale all the way over. And release. Coming into side plank, option to leave your knee on the ground or extend your opposite leg. Come finding your side plank. On your inhale, arm comes overhead, raise your hips and return to center. Inhale, lift, lift, lift. And release. Twice more. Inhale. And release. Final time. Inhale. And release. Raising your arm to center. We're going to thread the needle. Scooping it under. Reach for the wall behind you. And return to center. And scoop. And center. Twice more. Scoop. And center. Final time. Scoop. And center. Lower your bottom knee to the mat if it's not already there. Hand comes to your hip. And we inhale our leg up to hip height. Lower and lift. Lower, 2. Lower, 3. Lower, 4. Lower, 5. Lower, 6. Lower, 7. Lower and 8. Draw both knees together and work your way onto your bottom. Take your legs out to either side. If you have a blanket, you may sit under your blanket. Walk your sits bones back. Flex your feet. Spread your toes. Find the length through your back body. Deep breaths here. If you wish, begin to hinge forward. Keep your sternum lifted, keeping that length in your spine. You can bring your hands to your thighs, to your shins, to your feet, wherever best serves you today. Just drawing your chest closer and closer to the mat, keeping that length in your spine. And gently slide or walk your hands back. Stack your spine, head comes up last. Taking hold of your foot with your hand, we're going to come into Revolved Janu Shavasana. I like to take my elbow to my inside of my shin and then inhale your arm up and over. Rolling that top shoulder back. You can always have a bend in your arm, or you can bind it, taking hold of your inner thigh. Whichever best helps you keep the space in your chest. Find the way that works best for you. Few deep. Keep on pushing the opposite hip down towards the ground. Few breaths here. And when you feel ready, walk or slide your hands up your leg, returning to center, and we're going to take it to the opposite side. Take hold of your big toe, your foot, whichever way feels best. Press your opposite hip down into the mat, then bring your arm up and over. Always knowing you can keep a bend in that elbow, perhaps coming to a bind. Keep that top shoulder rolled back. I like to almost pivot my chest towards the ceiling, helping me keep that space in my chest. A few deep breaths here. And when you feel ready, gently release. Coming all the way back to center. Drawing our legs in, we're going to come into deer pose. So allow your legs to drape to the one side. Your shin, your top shin I should say, is parallel with the top of your mat. Your back shin is parallel with the back of the mat. Inhale your arms up, finding your length. Then take your outside hand to your front knee, finding your twist. Perhaps this is enough for you today. You may feel the internal rotation of your back leg. Perhaps that's enough. Or maybe you'd like to walk your hands down to the mat, finding that twist. If you have space, you can go all the way flat down onto your torso. Few deep breaths here. Bring your palms to the mat, push down to the earth, and then push back up. Push down to the earth, and press back up. Twice more. Press down and up. Last time, down and up. Walking your hands and legs, we find our center. Taking it to the opposite side, let your legs drape, coming to deer. Front shin's parallel with the front of your mat. Back shin is parallel with the side of your mat. Inhaling your arms up. Take your hand to the outside of your knee, finding your twist. Once again, this may be enough right as we are, or maybe you'd like to come onto your forearms, or right down onto your torso, finding that twist, feeling that internal rotation of your back hip. Maybe walk your back leg even further back to increase that sensation. Just finding your twist. Goalpost in your arms. Push-ups. Press down. Push up. Press down. Push up. Twice more. Push down. Press up. Last time. Push down. And press up. Gently return to center. Bringing both feet out in front of you. Hands are below your shoulders or slightly further back. Option to keep your hands there at any time, or you can lift them. Find the length in your spine, roll your top shoulders back. Inhale your one leg up. Allow it to open to the side. Draw it back in, and 2, and in, and 3, in, 4, in, 5, in, 6, in, 7, in, last one, and in. Now we're going to do it in the opposite direction. We're going to bring our knee towards a stable knee. In and center. 2, center. It's a small movement. 3, center. 4, center. 5, center. 6, center. 7, center. Last one, and center. Take it to the opposite side. Engage your core. This is working our core and our inner thigh. Lift up, open, draw it in. Open, 2, open, 3, open, 4, open, 5, open, 6, open, 7, open, 8. Now we're going to bring our knee in towards our other knee as if we're squeezing a ball. In and open. 2, open. 3, open. 4, open. 5, open. 6, open. 7, open. Last one, and open. Inhale both legs up. Keep on using your core, nice straight back, shoulders are relaxed. Elongate your legs, draw them in. Lengthen and in. And 3, in. 4, in. 5, in. 6, hold of your feet, find Ubhaya Padangusthana. Shoulders are back and down, straighten through your legs. Stretching it all out, maybe bringing a bend into your elbows, helping draw your legs closer towards your torso. You may be shaking with joy. As you can see, I am. A few more breaths here. And gently release. Taking your feet to face the long end of your mat. Maybe scooching a little bit forward so you have space behind you. Holding onto your shins. Lower all the way back down. One vertebra at a time towards your mat. Preparing for bridge. Walk your heels close to your bottom. Maybe even able to touch your heels with your fingertips. On the inhale, once again, still working our core. Engage all your core muscles and lift up towards the ceiling. Taking your bridge as high as you can, squeezing your inner thighs together, walking your arms under your back, interlacing your fingers, walking your feet back, come up onto your toes. Find that bridge. Keep on squeezing your inner thighs together, finding that height. Pulse up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Keep on squeezing your inner thighs together. 8 more upward pulses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And release. Release your arms, back, hips, hands, and feet. Take your feet to the outer edges of your mat. Just allow your knees to come towards each other as you find your breath. We're not finished with bridge yet. Find your breath. Then draw your heels back towards your bottom. We're going to come into a single leg bridge. So on your inhale, inhale your leg up towards the ceiling, flexing your foot. Pressing down into the opposite leg, find your single leg bridge. Look to see that your hips are even. And up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Point your toe, lower halfway, and lift. Lower, 2, lower, 3, lower, 4, lower, 5, keep the height, lower, 6, lower, 7, lower, and 8, and release. Take a breath, readjust yourself, and let's take it to the opposite side. Inhaling your leg up, flex your foot, pressing down into the opposite leg, find your single leg bridge. Check that your hips are level, and then up for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Point your toe, lower halfway, and lift. Lower, lift. Lower, 3. Lower, 4. Lower, 5. Lower, 6. Lower, 7. Lower, and 8. And release. Drawing your knees in, roll up like a ball. Forward to your knees. Just find your breath. Clasping under your right knee, extend your left leg out, Reaching your legs in opposite directions, drawing your right knee towards your right armpit. Just find your breath. A few breaths here. Drawing your left knee in, place your right ankle in front of your left knee, keeping your feet flexed, reclined pigeon. Draw your raised knee to the wall in front of you, keeping your feet flexed, protecting your knees. Then plant your left foot down and just gently rock your right leg, like rocking the baby. Just rock it, whichever way feels best for you. And then come into a half happy baby. Maybe you want to extend that leg, maybe you want to keep it bent. You choose. Just opening it up. Few deep breaths here. Keep on pushing down if your leg's extended. Drawing that leg back in. Cradle your shin. This is like another form of reclined pigeon. This leg can be bent or straight, whichever feels best. And let's switch sides. Draw your left knee towards your left armpit, reaching your legs in opposite direction. A few breaths here. Just got a little gentle compression on our tummies, massaging our abdominals. And when you feel ready, draw your right knee in, coming into reclined pigeon on the side. Feet are flexed. We're drawing this knee towards the wall in front of us, opening up, stretching it out. Both feet are flexed. Placing your foot on the mat. Just release that hip, rock it. And when you're ready, find your half happy baby. Your right leg can either be bent or straight, whichever feels best for you. Deep breaths. Drawing your ankle and knee in line with each other. And release. Cradle that leg. You cradle it any way which feels best for you. Keeping your foot flexed. Just cradle it, hugging it towards your chest. And release. Preparing to come into our inversion. Draw both legs up towards the ceiling. Option to stay just as we are if you wish. Just find your breath here. Or when you're ready, inhale your hips off your mat, bringing your palms into your lower back. Tuck your chin. Find your length through your spine, walking your elbows slightly closer together. Coming up into our shoulder stand. You can always stay just as we are. Or if you wish, take your legs behind you, either one at a time or both together, finding Halasana. Keep your chin tucked. When your feet come to the mat, curling your toes, lengthening through your legs,
working the backs of your thighs towards the ceiling. A few deep breaths here. And release, slight bend to your knees, palms to your lower back, roll back down onto your back, one vertebra at a time. Extending your legs to the ceiling. We're going to take our legs back down to the mats in 3 parts. Hug your belly into your spine. Lower for the count of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold. Keep your belly hugged in. Lower for another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hover here, hold, keeping your belly hugged in. Last 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And release all the way down. Preparing for fish, point your toes. Slide your hands under your bottoms, palms down. Walking your forearms under your back. We arch our back, allowing our head to drape back. We puff out our chest, finding fish pose. Maybe you'd even like to lift your legs if that feels good for you. And gently release. Slide back. Lift your hands from under your bottom. Draw your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a nice big hug, big squeeze. Taking our arms out to either side. We're going to come into the twist, our recline twist. Recline twist of your choice. Or if you wish, bring your right ankle over your left knee and bring that right foot to your left side. And look in the opposite direction. Shoulders are nice and flat. If you wish, you can even reach down, taking hold of your your left foot with your right hand, drawing this knee away from you. You can even place your left palm on top of your right foot, finding that twist, finding it, breathing into it. Release. Draw your legs up to center, recline twist of your choice, or place your left ankle in front of your right knee, bringing that left foot down to your side. Maybe reaching down, taking hold of your foot and placing your right palm on top of your left foot, helping you draw that knee towards the leg in front of you, whichever feels good. Few deep breaths here. And gently release. Draw your legs into your chest. Bring the soles of your feet together. And bring your legs to the mat. Flatten your shoulders. Allow your hands to drape loosely at either side. Perhaps you'd like to stay here for Shavasana, or extend your legs loosely out in front of you, allowing your feet to drape open. I invite you to close your eyes. Feel your tongue come away from the roof of your mouth as all your facial muscles relax. Feel your chest, belly,
everything just begin to melt. Your thighs relax. Imagine this beautiful warmth coming through the crown of your head, meandering its way through your body, softening, soothing, nourishing, as you allow yourself this time in Shavasana. All you need to do is breathe. I invite you to spend as much time as you wish in Shavasana. Some say Shavasana is the most important part of the practice. Just allowing yourself to be. And only when you feel ready, slide both hands under your back, draw your knees in, and gently work your way into an easy seated pose, whatever that may mean for you, taking as much time as you need. I thank you for sharing your practice. And until we all meet again, may our thoughts be kind, our words gentle, and our hearts only full of love. Namaste.